back on it. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back on. Hey. Real shit with R&T. Real shit with R&T. Let me see. Oh, let's make sure this is working. Ooh. Little paster, little paster, little paster. Okay. Real shit with R&T. Real shit with R&T. I'm back! Get it, get it. Real shit with R&T. Real shit with R&T. Baby! I'm back. I'm back and I'm back. I'm back and I'm back. Baby! Y'all are tuning into Real Shit with R&T. Real shit with R&T. Hopefully it's working. Let's see. I think I'm on. That's right. Just waiting on my co-host, then we can get started with our podcast of Real Shit with R&T. Real Shit with R&T. Because I am at a jail, a Facebook jail. Yeah. Just waiting on my co-host. Waiting on my co-host. Says I'm live. Wait, here he goes. I see it works. And approve. And then. And we're 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 6. I got my damn folder. Stop playing with me. I wasn't late.
You wasn't?
Did you check the text? I text you at 6:51, my dude. 6:51.
My God.
And then I text you at 7:02 because you still hadn't responded.
First of all, first and foremost, lower your voice. Second of all, fix your face.
I fixed it.
You didn't start the video until. I'm just saying, we wasn't this late when I was on it. We wasn't this late when I was on it. I'm just saying, we wasn't this late when I was on it. Look at you, as your ass. God don't like. See how God? I keep telling people God don't play about me. You know what I'm saying? I keep telling people God don't play about me. You're on that bullshit, man.
I am out of jail. We are back in business. It's the real shit.
Hold on.
Business. We've been making business. But
That's what I'm saying. Don't act like you wasn't in business. Nigga, what the fuck?
We've been here, bro. You are really trying to get on my mind right now.
You on one, fam. You on one. You on one. I know you had a little day last night. I know you had a little date last night. I know you had your little date, but calm down. Calm down.
Date? What date? Hold on, don't put me on blast now. What are we talking about? Chill out. I ain't had no date. Hey, listen. Have you shared it yet? You are tuning in to Real Shit with R&T. Real Shit with R&T. Our podcast is back. I mean, it's been back, but I'm back on control, so nobody can get hung up on.
Whatever.
Yeah, you hanging up on people. Okay. I forgot to get my thing up in here. All right, okay. Have you shared?
I'm on my job. You be on your job.
Okay.
How about that?
So thank you guys for tuning in to Real Shit with R&T. Real Shit with R&T. I am your R. He is your R.
I am always that good tea. Always that good tea.
Always that good tea. So let's see if I can.
If you
see,
want.
See, the only way that I could only way I can
focus, man. Focus.
Cut it out. Woo, I'm hot. Shit. The only way I'm hot. The only way I can say hi to people is like I said, I gotta be up on the screen. Like I can sing. I don't know the name. Something sour. I can see Cousin Deanna. I can see Cousin Charles. I can see Charles. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you. We are about to get started with our topic today. So how has your, before we get started, we always got to wrap up our weekend. How has your weekend been going?
I don't do too much of nothing on the weekends, man. Outside of studying and the occasional conversation, my weekends are pretty chill. So I keep it to a minimum. I'm a minimalist out here.
I thought we was in the dating scene, sir. How we're gonna date if we're all about the books? Because don't you have like 2 years or 4 years of school?
It's gonna be like two and some change. But
you gonna stay single that long?
This dating scene is kind of crazy, fam. It's when I say it's crazy, it's crazy.
Are you talking about the pee that's in the water?
I ain't gonna even be, disrespectful, say it's pee in the water. I'm just saying it's amazing to me that we grown ass people and we can't hold a decent conversation. Why are we what is your purpose for being here then? If it just irritates my soul, like my whole spirit on a molecular level. See what I'm saying?
That's a big word.
Right. When women just think that they're the only thing they're supposed to do is show up. They ain't gotta be interactive with the conversation. They ain't gotta, be involved in the conversation. It's real short answers, and I don't ask short questions. See what I'm saying? Especially in the come on. You gotta be part of this. And I'm to the point now where if I ask you a question and you just like yeah or no, and I know I didn't ask you no goddamn yes or no question, then we're done here. We're done here.
Is it through text messages? Is it through?
Yeah.
Is it through?
We can't even get to sharing other phone numbers because you can't hold a freaking conversation through text. So I know you ain't gonna be able to do it. Remember back in the day when you had your free minutes after 9 p.m. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so you make niggas wait until 9 to call them. I ain't using that. You ain't even got free minutes no more. All my minutes are free, and I ain't trying to waste none of them on you. If you can't hold a freaking conversation, no, dude, come on. Because we more than likely met through text to begin with. So that's what we got for right now. Since until we exchange phone numbers or whatever the case may be, dude, you're responsible in keeping your half of the conversation up as well. And you not asking me questions lets me know that you are not interested. But then you'll swear to God, dudes can't hold a conversation or dudes ain't trying to talk about nothing. But when a man come and talk to you, you like, you mom is the word. That shit is irritating me, fam. It's irritating.
It's funny that I hear so many men saying that. Like, I didn't realize so many women couldn't hold conversations. Like, I just thought that's like something natural. Maybe because I talk a lot, because I'm a girl. But I've always talked a lot, and I thought all girls. So when y'all say that, when I hear men say that in the dating pool, that women don't talk or they respond like you said, they just respond to yes or no questions as if you asked a yes or no, or they'll ask the same question that you already asked, like how's your day? How was your day? Or what are you doing after? What are you doing after? Like they'll answer it, but then they ask you the same question. Like they're still not like still adding to the conversation.
Even that would be somewhat acceptable. See what I'm saying? But
you're not even getting that?
I'm not even getting that. Dude,
really?
because once again, I have no problems sharing my stuff. Let me back up a little bit for you, because I'm a show you, but I can't even do it on. I don't even know how to get to it on here.
Yes. Okay. So our topic today is love languages.
Love language.
Before we get to love languages, because our second part of our show was going to be over communication and the frequency and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and jump right into
let's flip it. Let's flip it.
Let's flip it.
I can't even get to. I don't even know how to get to freaking Facebook dating on the computer. See what I'm saying? Because
are you on the Facebook dating app?
Yeah. And
okay. Good thing you don't add people that you already friends with. So that's the good thing about it.
That part.
Yeah, so don't use the people that you're not friends with. Which I kind of hate, because I got some friends on my list. You know, I'll be wanting to sign up there, but you don't want to. Anyway, another subject, another day.
Why don't you slide in there? There it is.
Who, me?
Yeah, I mean,
let me tell you, on our last episode, you talked about hitting on people, right? Let me give you a line that was just given at 7-Eleven. And I heard nothing. Yeah, when I was at 7-Eleven. So I was like, I went in and paid for my food, whatever. And then he was like, how you doing today? And I was like, fine. He's like, you sure is. You is that.
That just tipped your spirit.
You said we don't keep giving it back. And I was like, you don't want to flirt like that, baby boy. You don't want to flirt like that. And the cashier started laughing. She was like, maybe I should step over to the left. I said,
so did y'all change numbers?
Nah, I kind of laughed and just walked away. Not because you weren't just saying that, but he was cute. I would have gave him to him. He would have just kept going, but I think he got shy. He was like, he started laughing. His coworkers were looking. I was a little nervous myself. But all I kept thinking about was this conversation we had, our talk show. And I'm like, no, I'm going to give it to him like he said.
Give it to him.
I let him know I was interested. I said, okay, you better not flirt like that.
Hey, he could have stepped to the plate. I can't even get to it, man.
Because everybody looked the old woman out at the door. So I kind of slowed my step up. See?
He didn't know. He didn't know. He didn't know that he was. He didn't know. He didn't know that was his shot at the title.
That was his shot. He missed it. Maybe I'll go to 7-Eleven for another Best Pop.
He said,
I don't know.
7-Eleven. You got here picking up niggas at the Habib stores. See what I'm saying?
Hey, I don't discriminate. As long as they got a job and they pay their bills, I could care less. It could be the fraud dude. No, let me stop lying. I'm lying like a motherfucker.
Lying. No, you lying. Straight up lying. Lying like you ain't got no truth in you. See what I'm saying?
Hey, what is the second job? I gotta talk to him first. I'm just saying. Hey, fraud man might get it. The rest of them slipping. Hey, I'm just saying.
It is what it is. Anyway, these, like I said, man.
I'm gonna say hi to some of our people watching. I don't even know if they still on. Hi, Charles. Hi, Mario. Thanks for watching. Hi, Deanna. Thanks, Jana. Thanks for watching. Ricky, thanks for watching. Carly, thanks for watching. Because you guys are tuned into Real Shit with R&T.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't like the way that you do it. I don't like the way that you do it. You
was like, you know what it is. Hold on, let me do the eyebrow. The real shit. What? You know, here we come.
The fact that you ain't got control over your your facial muscles, is crazy.
Go down.
A whole grown ass woman that can't control your facial regions.
Hold on. You had it though. You was like, you already know what it is.
You already know what it is.
Real shit. And the last one, you was like,
I'm glad you out here paying attention. I'm glad you out here paying attention.
I got my co-host. I got him.
No,
I mean,
I can't find it. It is what it is.
talking. You
Like I
say you
said,
got a right to don't talk.
it's just the fact that, like I said, I just don't understand.
We're talking about our first episode on today. It's about communication, frequency in the dating realm. So if you got anything you want to say, anything you want to check on, want to say part of this topic, tap in, and then we're going to go on to love languages. Go ahead, co-host.
Like I said, it just amazes me how females do, because this is just crazy to me. Because it amazes me how, because the normal thought would be that most women is not gonna have a real hard time, communicating, because y'all women tend to be talking. See what I'm saying? Especially when but maybe it's just the fact that you're not really interested, and because you have a hard time. You have a hard time, entertaining and conversating with somebody that you're not really interested in anyway. But in the online dating situation, you clicked yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So is that the only time though?
Yeah,
is that the only time you're about to talk to them on that site? Because on other sites,
it's like any other. It's basically like any other website. You're matching. Okay, you look cool. You heart me, I heart you. Now we matched up. So why did you?
That's like POS. They can slide in your DMs before you ever get to their picture.
Yeah, see, I'm not on POS.
Okay, so on I am on a Facebook dating app. So if the Facebook dating app, you gotta like it before they say something, before they allow to say something to you.
Yeah. You both do.
You both do. Oh.
Yeah. Like you can comment on one of their pictures, but you can't send them a message specifically until you both match up.
Well, yeah, I guess so. That too, and then like you said, I mean, because you had to like the picture in order for them to, so you got to have some kind of interest, or you had to think the person was at least halfway decent or whatever. I didn't know that. Yeah, maybe they accidentally did. I don't know, but I know you're not the only one though, because I've talked to a few men that say, men that are really interested into the dating site and dating. They all say the same thing about women and communication. It is women do not know how to communicate. And I just find that just amazing. I mean, from this side, I just can't imagine that we don't know how to communicate. I mean, as much as we preach, we need y'all to communicate. It's so many of them out there that don't know how to communicate. It's funny. Like, you're not the only one to say that they feel like they can bring them to the table.
It's to the point to where it's not even funny no more. It's pathetic. And like I said, I'm at a point, fam, where I'm like, I'm cutting people off quick. See what I'm saying? Like, what I'm not gonna keep doing is, if I ask you a question, and once again, if you don't came back with a real quick no answer or yes or no to a question like, how was your weekend? It was cool. And then that's it. That's a perfect opportunity that leads into what I do.
So they don't say, how was your weekend?
Nothing back. So what do you? This is another question. So we on. I'm looking at your profile. Your profile ain't got nothing on it, right? You ain't saying. You. I mean, it got your picture, but you ain't got no words. You ain't saying nothing and whatnot.
Oh, no bio. Yeah, I don't have no bio either.
No bio. So then I say, so tell me a little bit about yourself. I don't see much on your profile. What you want to know?
Yeah.
Tell me about the day before your daddy skeeted in your mom. What did he do? What was since you want to be funny? Since you want to be funny, how far back can I go? How far back, dude? Come on, fam. Make me happy. Especially if you ain't put nothing on your profile, and you can at least give me the basics. I'm out here single. You can say age, what you do for a living, what you like to do for fun. Why we playing these games?
See, I don't have nothing on my profile. The only thing I got on my profile is I don't date nobody that smoke. When I say nobody, I say nobody. When I say nothing, I mean nothing. So if you pass that time, go ahead and slide in them DMs. That's about
Because
all the
that'll kill you. I mean, for you, that's deadly. I mean, and that's not, I'm not even playing around. You know, with asthma, you can't be around people that's smoking and whatnot.
But do you know I still have people reach and still DM me? It's even pinned to something on Facebook right now that says, no, my 5 things that I said, my negotiables. I said, you got to sleep with a fan on. I said, you can't smoke. And I don't remember what else. I know it's pinned to the top of my thing. And people still be talking. And you got it on your profile showing that you smoke. Like different pictures. Or you in a cigar place. Or, gee, I just be like, Lord. But yeah, that's all I got on mine. I don't know, when dudes ask me tell me a little bit about yourself, I just be like, I tell them how long I've been single. I tell them I have 2 kids. What else tell them? I tell them what I like to do. And then I let them take over. Then I be like, tell me a little bit about yourself. And then they respond, whatever the hell they respond. And that be that. And that be yeah. Now,
but even that's cool. Since then, don't. Well, this, like I said, it's beyond annoying. It's just like sad at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I have the ability to hold a whole conversation. I know that I'm a real good conversation. You know what I'm saying? We can because I can talk about so many different events and topics and the whole nine. So we're not going to probably just be talking about just regular, and it can go from the straight hilarious to the absolute most serious of conversations, all within the same phone call. You know what I'm saying? But you got to meet me halfway. You got to.
So maybe if you said, you ask them a couple questions, if you're not getting the answer, have you tried hitting them and being like, hey, are you more a person that likes to text, or are you like a person that likes to conversate over the phone? And maybe ask them what they like to do.
At this point, we're too early in the process to be exchanging phone numbers.
See, I guess, I'm different on the phone number thing. I'll drop my number quick, fast, and I don't give a rusty ass penny, because what I'm doing is I'll block your ass. Or I'll keep you on there so that I don't never answer. So you ask my number, I guess, but see, I'll do that even out in the streets. And that's because I've been called out my name twice. And baby, I only got 3 strikes. And so I got called out my name twice for not giving a dude my number. And I got a problem with that B word really, really bad. So since I can't find a link, I'll just give my number. Because I tried the whole, I'm married. I tried the whole, no thank you. But I mean, I'm nice. Like, I'm smiling because I'm a nice person. I feel like it takes a lot for a man to approach a woman. So I would never, be rude, because I think that is so rude of women. Like, they expect men to always approach and everything like that. And that shit is hard, especially in front of somebody. You know what I'm saying? An audience. Like, so I'm smiling, like, oh, thank you, comment, thank you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I'm married. Then they hit you with that bullshit. Well, I'm happy married. Bitch, if I'm still married, no, thank you, So I used to do that. And they still would holler. So then I was like, you know what? And I had one dude call me a name. Oh, you stuck up. Boop, boop, boop. That was it. I had it twice. I said, okay. Watch this. So now, I tell them at the top, no thank you, blah, blah, blah. They keep coming. Here you go. Stop looking at me like that. And then as soon as I put, look, they didn't even know it. Like when I was married, he knew I would drop that number quick.
Wait a minute, you gave your phone number out when you was married?
Hell yeah. Nigga, you ain't around to protect me. I gotta pull up. You know what I'm saying? So, those is crazy. So yes, I'll give him the number. As soon as he called, went down the street, now I can block. Because now what dudes do is they ask you for your number, and then they dial you right then and there. Oh, I'm about to put your number in my phone. So that's what happened the second time. I gave him the wrong number. He called. Of course, it went to the wrong person. And then I called out my name again. I said, yeah, I'm done with this. So here you go. Yes, when I was married, I sure gave that number out. Here you go. Here you go. I mean, like I said, I would tell them I was married, but if they kept coming, here you go. Yep. And then I'll get down the street, they call. Look, my block game is hard. Like, I'll feel sorry for somebody to get a new number, because shit, they probably ain't coming through on my phone. Because I didn't block so many numbers.
So how did D feel about it?
What, me getting my number out?
Yeah.
I don't think he didn't care. He knew I did. I told him.
That's crazy.
I wasn't a cheating type either though. So you gotta think about it. Like, we didn't cheat. So it was just, I told him it was for safety. I mean, because I get called out by name twice. I mean, like loud. Like I was at Quick Trip. No, one time was Quick Trip. The other one was the one across the street from Bannister Mall. I mean, D9 called me out like so many names. I didn't want your number. Yeah. You stuck up, D. Like, who wants to go in? Can I find it though? No. So here you go. I'm sorry. Maybe that's just me.
I mean that part. I understand, you know, safety reasons and whatnot. And dudes are, you know. I hear
See, somebody else said it too. I had a man inbox hey Samantha, hey April, give us some shout outs. Hey Q. So she said, child, I had a man inboxing trying to shoot their shot, and I'll be like, I'm taking, and then the next day the post, please send my future husband GPS coordinates to me.
You don't like Did you get it? Because it looked like you took you a second to get that. It's amazing how you can actually hear your brain clicking. Is that? You did it, fam. You did. The fact that God has left you in charge of two men is baffling. Exactly.
My kid is great. I am great. My I got it. I just got a little late, but I got it. Shut it down.
As long as you get it, that's all that matters.
So, whatever. So anyway, okay, so I don't know what to say. What I'll say is, I don't know, because I don't know women. I mean, if I'm not interested, my conversation is very short. So maybe that's it. So you mean to tell me everybody that has tried to talk to you, if you feel like you're not interested, have you told them, or do you leave them on read? What do you do?
As far as if I'm not interested,
yeah.
If I'm not interested in a romantic situation, but that's just me. I don't go into a situation thinking straight romance off the top because I don't know if that's what we should.
Anybody that's sliding your DMs.
I conversate. We'll have an initial conversation, depending on how much I'm attracted to you, depending on age, it's a lot of variables that are going into, you know, and whatnot. So because once again, like you literally just said, it takes a certain level of not pride but fortitude to slide in somebody's DMs and start a conversation. See what I'm saying? Yeah. A courage. That's the word I was looking for. So not everybody's supposed to be a romantic connection. Sometimes some people are just supposed to, you might actually make a really nice friend. See what I'm saying? But you'll never know that without having a conversation. And I'm that type of person that I like to get to know people, period. See what I'm saying? Now, if we can get it, if it goes to where like we really click in and we got a lot in common, and you know, obviously I find you attractive, you find me attractive, the whole nine, and we're going forward, then you know the conversation will tell you where we're gonna go. See what I'm saying? Because what I'm not doing, this is what I'm not doing. I'm not holding conversation with somebody that I have no intentions. As far as I'm not holding romantic conversations with somebody that I have no intentions of being with romantically. See what I'm saying? So, but I can be your friend, and we have that whole conversation and the whole nine, and we really got to know each other. I've met some really cool women like that. See what I'm saying? But as far as the romantic portion of it, no, those type of conversations is reserved because once again, I don't want to give out one either false hope, or I don't want to set myself up to thinking that it's something more than what it is. So then, and maybe that's the reason why I have a hard time really seeing when a chick really is feeling me, because I'm not looking at it through that prism. So I'm saying I'm looking at it through, I'm just getting to know you, we cool, you a cool woman, and until somebody actually like lets me know like, hey, you know, you really cool. I think I could see that, because a woman will definitely lead you in that direction if that's where her mind is at. You know, if little thing. I mean, if you can, but once again, sometimes my radar be off because I should be flying over my head. I'm like, I had no idea. I was talking to this one young lady before I got married to Key, and we have been talking, met her. We have been talking. We spent some time together. And hold on, it wasn't sexual. I friend zoned my goddamn self. This is the crazy part. And she was fine. She was fine. I mean, she was. If anybody knows Sister Bailey, she was fine. She was fine.
Okay.
So, but and to the point where I didn't even think that she was interested in me. And so one night we was chopping it up on the phone, and she said something that made it click in my head. I was like, "Oh, you like me like that? You like me?" She was like, "Yeah." Oh, nigga, let me reset this goddamn computer because the way that I was thinking we was just cool. No, she was really digging me. I was like, cool, and let's see what it is.
I don't think women. I have to ask, and we got women that's on our page, so I'm gonna ask the question, and you women say yes or no. So I don't think, like what you just said, how you conversate with everybody and hit your DM. Nah, I don't think we do. Like if we're not interested, like I'm not conversating with everybody. So if I hit you if I'm engaged a little bit, like past a little bit, that should tell you I think you cute. Like I at least think you cute. You know what I'm saying? Or I at least feel something. Like I like you. But I'm not engaging with every dude that hit my DMs. Like no, I don't even try to put you in no category. It's like if I look at your profile and I know we are not that. Like
but that's the difference between. But that's the difference between men and women because
so
women
that's
are
what I'm gonna do that is so you can stop missing your shot, homeboy. Okay.
Because no, it's the fact that there's so many, y'all getting so many shot at y'all. See what I'm saying? Y'all inbox to stay full. See what I'm saying? Whereas I'm not getting, most women aren't stepping out and approaching a man like that. See what I'm saying? Right. Not in that way or in that vein and whatnot. So for me, whereas you may get 5, 10, 15 a day, I may get 3 a week.
Damn.
3 or 4 a week.
Let me get 5 to 10 to 15 a day. Shit, I'm getting like 1 week.
You probably misread the message wrong. You probably have more than that, but you just misread the goddamn message. Okay, Sam, I got a clarifying question for you. Sam says, so lovely lady, I guess she obviously she's talking to you because Sam already knows. Sam said, do you approach men and ask them for their number? Just curious on women shooting their shot. How often do you shoot your shot?
Do I shoot my shot?
How often do you?
How often do I? Oh, how often?
And you can answer that on both sides. How often do you shoot your shot and what do you think about it?
Honestly, I honestly think a girl should shoot her shot. If you didn't, I would heart a few more maybe pictures or maybe like when it comes to DMs and stuff like that. And then like I told you, I think on our last episode, if it's like at a store, like how dude shot his shot halfway, I just met him the rest of the way. So yeah, I see nothing wrong with it. Honestly, I feel like because like I said, I feel like men have so much. They don't know when to approach a woman and when not. They get so many letdowns. So if you shooting your shot, they probably gonna be shocked that you shot your shot. And hell, I'm not gonna miss my soulmate because I'm scared. Because you know what I'm saying, I don't shoot my shot often. So if I shot my shot, baby, I see something. That's just me. But I do try to now online. I will make sure, like I will try to see if he's engaging in my pictures as much as I think he should, see if he's like looking at a lot of the stories, look and try to see if he's like, I guess maybe to make sure I'm not off a lot. So yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with a woman shooting her shot. I say go for it.
Okay, so peep this out. I had a young lady. We messed up and whatnot, and we jumped into the messenger or whatever, right? Because that's the next stage on the book on Facebook. So jumped into the messenger. She went on my page, and she was like, no, I can't talk to you because you got way too many pictures of your ex-wife on your page.
Oh, well, shit out of luck.
Now this is my thing, and I was like, and this is no offense to Key by no means, but I understand what she was saying. See what I'm saying? Because for me, it wouldn't matter because as long as they're not like new and recent pictures, like there's no pictures of me and Keith together since November 20. Since November 20, prior to that.
2020,
No, 2020. So because
okay.
I left the house January last year, and that's 21.
Okay.
So the last holiday that we was together was Thanksgiving and Christmas and whatnot. So there's no new or recent pictures and whatnot, and as far as that's concerned, and for me,
you still have so many pictures?
Well, this is the thing. Obviously she had to go back, saying through my pics, and obviously I got a lot of pictures of me and Ken, the kids and whatnot.
Right.
It is what it was. Now I did try to go on and delete some of the pictures, but it wouldn't let me delete some because they were so old, especially not on your phone. You can't delete old pictures on your phone. You got to go to a computer and be able to pull that up, and it's a whole process that you got to go through in order to delete old pictures.
You must don't know what you're doing, because you can't.
No.
The only way you can't delete something, only picture you can't delete is if somebody tags you in the picture. Like if
I'm saying on your phone. If you pull up a picture that's older than 3, 4, 5 years.
You know how long me and D was together? You know how many damn pictures I blocked and took off that page? And then my weight text, boy, I deleted a lot of pictures on my phone. Yes.
Yeah, my phone wasn't let me tell you, my phone was not allowing me to do such a thing. And so I made it back.
Are you sure you're the one who posted the pictures and you're not a tag?
Yeah, they're on my page. It's not the tag page. It's not the tag pictures. It was literally, and I had other people tell me the same thing, that they had issues with trying to delete those pictures too. Regardless of the fact, I hit it with a message like, hey, those are old pictures. I've been trying to find a way to get them off my page, but I just can't. If you want to give me some tips and details on how to do such a thing, I'll be more than happy. And it wasn't for her, but it was something I was trying to do anyway. And she hasn't responded. So once again, I understand. It just is what it is. It just is what it is.
I don't understand. Like, I blocked me and D's wedding pictures. I blocked my wedding pictures. I blocked engagement pictures. I blocked like me and him album. So I blocked a lot of them. But for real, I mean, I 26 years, I'm not blocking all the damn pictures. This is no way. And plus, he's part of my past. And if I block so many pictures, I'm not even blocking my kids too, because he's in a lot of pictures with my kids. Boy, go to hell. And if you got a problem, to me, I feel like that's a red flag. Because if a person got a problem with you having a past, I can understand, like you said, that's 2020. Like, it's dated. You know what I'm saying? So this was 2020. This is not like you just took a picture with her this Thanksgiving that just passed. So you have a past. And to me, that's a red flag. That if she have a problem with you having pictures of your ex, that little bitty thing, and it's from that a year or two ago, then you have a problem, period. That's like saying if any picture or she come around, like this, when is she coming around? Like, when you have younger kids, you want to see her in the flesh. You can't even do a picture. Like, if we get together, our pictures will eventually overshadow her pictures. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. To me, that's a red flag. I'll be like, bye. I take way too many pictures. I'm trying to delete. I'm like, it's like 5,000. Give me 10,000.
Way too many. I mean, the fact that your phone hasn't blown up is a minor miracle. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing. Like, you got me bit now. Whatever. Yeah, I don't understand that.
Now, Sheila Rattler, Miss Tall Glass of Water. I totally agree with you. See what I'm saying? Because, like I said, we can get so hung up on the minutia of things, on the stuff that doesn't matter. Because once again, now, I can understand that concept of you got too many pictures of your ex and it's recent that y'all haven't been together. But in the same vein, if I told you that I was married for 10 years, you gotta expect that there's gonna be some pictures on there. So
Exactly.
It just is what it is.
It is what it is.
And like you said, it's not like there's new pictures. I'm not
right. 2020 a while ago.
I'm not one for caring about who you got in your pictures in the past, what you doing, what you've done in the past. As long as you ain't banging with my brother, my daddy, and now my sons.
That's a whoop. And you see, that's a whole nother subject with the we ain't gonna go there, okay? Hey.
I don't trust no niggas in our family, fam. Not on my daddy's side. Them niggas will. That's what I'm saying. Them niggas is my guy. My guy.
But you shouldn't because I know about 4, 5 that I think they try to talk to every single friend of a cousin's friend and know that the other cousin already shot their shot or know that a cousin. So I wouldn't trust them either.
I know male cousins that has hit on the ex of a cousin.
Ex of a cousin.
Yeah, like think of Toto, right? So Tito. That's what I call Toto. I call Tito Toto. I've always called him Toto. Every time I see him, I call him Toto. he knows, but I've always called him Toto. So
okay, yeah. Speaking of
I know an ex of Toto's. I know an ex of Toto's that a male cousin has tried to hit on.
Yeah, I do too. Of course.
Yeah.
I'll change something. Next. Anyway.
Right. You know what he's doing? We ain't mentioning no names. Except for Toto.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
I get it. But that's how I am too. But see, on my stuff, we got a lot of female cousins. So, you see my post the other day, kind of tread off a little bit. But, yeah, I just don't talk to no. So, now I got dogged the other day because my sister said I'm crazy. But, I just don't talk to nobody that has talked to a cousin, slept with a cousin. Of course, my sister, so of course that's out. Friends, just I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But anyway, back to our subject. Somebody said, she said she don't shoot her shot. She said she said she never shoots her shot. I think that's what I read somewhere. But yeah, like I said, I don't shoot my shot often, but if I feel deemed to or whatnot, I will. Now, speaking of shooting shot, I do have a question for you. So I did get an inbox, and I meant to ask you to tell you we need to bring this up. But since it's on shooting shot, that's what she asked. So she said she has a braider that braids her husband's hair and sometimes braids her daughter's hair, which is their daughter. And she wants to shoot her shot. I'm sorry. It's her ex-husband. It's her ex-husband. And she wants to shoot her shot to him. Not a braider, I'm sorry. Hair, he cuts hair. Okay. And so she wants to shoot her shot to him. Should she or should she not?
Okay, so give me the dynamics again. Who is she?
So he cuts her ex-husband's hair, but I guess he must braid too because she said he braids her son's hair too sometimes. So all I know is he interacts with the son and the husband.
And the ex-husband.
And ex-husband. But they are broke up.
Okay.
But they all know each other.
So this would be my first question. Has this nigga been in prison? Because this nigga out here braid hair. I just need to know.
I don't know where I got braid from. Maybe she said cut hair because that would make sense.
Maybe he cuts her ex-husband and her son's hair.
Yeah.
Now there are dudes out there that braid hair. Don't get me wrong. There are dudes that do braid hair. I'm not sitting my ass in between a grown ass man's legs, letting him fucking braid my hair. That will never happen. See what I'm saying? Because every time you get up there, your dick is on the back of my goddamn head. I will not.
What are you in the chair? You in the chair. You ain't gonna sit between his legs.
I'm not going, nigga. No, because these barbers are. You in
the chair when they cut your hair. So
some of these barbers, fam, when I tell you, they a little too, because I'm not the tallest of men. I'm not short, but I'm not the tallest of men. Nigga, raise my goddamn seat up. Because what you ain't gonna do, and especially if your ass is super tall, nigga, if you don't get my goddamn head away from your fucking nether regions, every time I turn around, I'm
dead.
Nigga, it's
my kids from my kids are tall, so I don't know. Maybe they don't go through that.
And then some of these Negroes says that they want to cut you when they hook you up in the front, right? They all up here. They right here. Dude, you got a whole arm span, fam. If you don't back up, dude. These goddamn barbers.
Like I need 5 feet. Well, you gotta be close though. You gotta make sure your line is crisp.
Dude,
I don't know, man. You can do it, man.
If you don't lean this chair back and get it from the other side, God damn it. You don't want to be on the videos. You don't want to be on the barber videos when they go over and just cut some hair. Well, let me tell you what you ain't gonna about. But let me tell you what you're about to do. I'm about to grow my hair. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to grow my hair out and come on. I'm about to. You freakers. These goddamn barbers. They like the barbers I grew up with. These barbers I grew up with, they would hold your head and you out of there. 10 minutes. These goddamn new barbers want to take all goddamn day. Not only do they want to talk all day, but they want to get up and personal in your goddamn personal space right there. I'm a 40-something-year-old grown-ass man. I don't need that amount of detail. See what I'm saying?
Oh my God, he would have me wrong because I told him I didn't come on. Oh, he had me. That's funny. He's super tall too. Oh, that's hilarious.
Give me the booster seat. I need to. I don't want to be lower than nipple level from now on. Nipple level or higher. God dang it. What you ain't gonna do?
Well, answer the question. Should she shoot a shot or should she not?
Okay, so how close is the husband and the barber? That's the question.
I don't know. She just said he cuts their hair.
Because a lot of times, like my boy JR cuts my hair, right? He cuts my hair, so me and JR is cool. See what I'm saying? So JR is married. See what I'm saying? So let's say JR and his ex, JR and his wife, they split up. And my ex wants me and my son go to JR to get our haircut. I'll feel some type of way if JR start hitting on my ex. See what I'm saying? Because that's my boy. Because that's my boy. Now, if he was just my barber, do you, bro? Do you? But that's my boy. See what I'm saying? And so then, because what I don't need is the nigga that's cutting me, that's lining me up, because then she gets to tell you sideways stuff about me, and now my whole line is fucked up. See what I'm saying? My whole line is, I'm already going through the male menopause. I don't need to go. I don't have too much further to go before I'm going bald. Before I cut all this off. So what you ain't gonna do is FedEx me there to get in the razor. No. And what you ain't gonna do is have my line all messed up, because now all of a sudden I'm your girl's ex and you all in her feelings because we still talk. No. What we ain't gonna do? Let me tell you what we ain't gonna do. You ain't gonna fuck up my hair because you banging the ex. No, let's keep that. Sam, you're right. That's too comfortable. That's too close to home. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That would be like real shit. That would be like let's say you D, and let's say for you go out every once a month and you get your lady parts taken care of. See what I'm saying? You get the grass trim. You see what I'm saying? You make sure that it's all nice and neat. See what I'm saying? You make sure the furniture is nice, right? And now this lady knows you intimately. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She knows intimately. And so you go over. So then one day, she's like, "Oh, my boyfriend's coming over. We about to go out after you my last client for the day, and we're gonna go out after you after I'm done with you." You're like, "Cool, she's telling you about it. He's nice, he's tall, he's a real good dude, and just cute, blah 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 blah." Y'all walk out together because he's sitting in the goddamn waiting room, and it's
hey, shot.
This woman doesn't have.
I don't know. I think like what you said. I would have to know. I would have to see how intimate me and her are. Like, is she just somebody who hooks us up, or is she somebody that I talk to? I told intimate details about me and him and stuff like that.
Because you done told her intimate details to feel comfortable because she got your whole vajayjay in her face.
But once a month. That don't mean. I don't know. I ain't never had one of them done. So shut up. Let's start there. So I don't know how. I wouldn't talk to nobody while they down. First, look, okay. I ain't doing no goddamn. I ain't doing no talking. Let's start there, okay? I ain't never had nobody. Yeah, I ain't never had nobody talk. That's weird. Shut up. Anyway. I don't know. I would have to. What I told her was I'll bring to the show, but I don't know. Like, yeah, I would have to see. I guess how close they were. Like, is my barber and him close? Like, yeah, I would have to know how
that
close.
Matters. It definitely matters. If that's she has all rights. She has she has the right to shoot her shot now, even if they cool. See what I'm saying? Because it's just she's single. He's single. They just have a mission.
And it's not
so. But to keep down the confusion. See what I'm saying? Because and not so much just the confusion.
Shit. I say, girl, I don't know.
See, that's the reason why, right there. That's the reason why God took you. That's the reason why, right there. That's the reason why God took your husband. That's the reason why. He freed him. He freed him from your ass.
Hey, I'm just saying. You know what? I'm not gonna say because my kid's barber could be watching. So I'm not gonna say. Oh, and I did say something about him watching with Tom. So I'm gonna be careful what I say. But just know it is what it is. We said.
All right, don't be trying to work out free haircuts for the boys.
Right, because you do pay for my kids.
Because because if I was a barber and I'm begging somebody,
I'm just saying, and that's what I'm just saying. So, hey, whatever. Anyway, shoot your shot, girl. No, I mean, well,
shoot your shot. You never know.
It's messy. I guess it can get messy, but. I mean, I would wait. I mean, but you can keep it a secret to see if it even goes anywhere. You don't know if it's going to go anywhere. So why even, see first if it's going to go somewhere. And then if it does, maybe then you'll have that conversation. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say not to shoot your shot because if you like the person and he like you, then you passing up, your opportunity on some stuff for a reason. I don't know. But then, like I said, I don't know, because I'm speaking too, because I also don't talk to nobody from school, because I feel like that's just too close to home, talking to people from school and stuff like that. But because everybody knows me. Huh?
What do you mean?
I don't talk to nobody from high school. Like, there's only probably 2. I will risk it all for.
High school, man? Whatever.
Yeah. High school, that's all they do is now on Instagram. Like that's how the people be getting back together. Like it be high school people. But yeah, I wouldn't talk to nobody from high school like that, except for two. That's the only people that would probably be like, D would just have to shut the fuck up. But that. I ain't talking to nobody from high school. Like that's just me. But whatever. Anyway, so okay, so we answered that question. So let's go to love languages. Let's change topics because it's 8 o'clock. So I had it pulled up. Do you know what your love language is?
I do.
What's
I
yours?
fully aware because I'm a self-conscious man. See what I'm saying? I'm out here making. I'm out here because
do you feel like everybody should take that love language test? Let's start there.
yes, if you're because what it can definitely do is give you insight on what you need specifically in a relationship. And I don't think enough people do that type of homework, self-homework, to figure that kind of stuff out. At least most men don't. I can't speak for women. I would think that women are a lot more in tune with that type of stuff. Even if they're not even if they're not vocalizing it in the way that the test says, they're saying it in a roundabout way. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think most men are such visual creatures. And ladies, don't get me wrong, I am. You know what I'm saying? A certain frame, a certain look, a certain face is going to grab my attention. Don't get me wrong. But I need more than just, I literally said this last week. Your looks and your frame will get you to the door. Your personality and your spirit get you in the house. See what I'm saying? And I don't want somebody just at the door. I need somebody that's going to come in the house and we're going to build this house together in the whole nine. So in order for me to know who I'm letting in the house, I got to understand me enough to know what I need from her. See what I'm saying? Now, we can go into this long, super serious diatribe about, feelings and all of that and whatnot, and how most women will jump the fence between they want a caring man and they want a man that expresses their feelings, but then they want a man that's a manly man and masculine. And I'm not saying the two cannot live in the same body, but at the same time, I had somebody in another group ask the question, men, why don't you express your feelings? Period. Why don't more men express their feelings? And my response was because most men are not made safe to do so. Because anytime a man does such a thing, and especially if he is real serious about how you're gonna talk to me, how you're gonna treat me, how you're gonna deal with my emotions, how you're gonna deal with my feelings. So I'm saying we take that as a feminine trait. That's what women do. Right. I don't want no man that's doing all that. But at the same time, we're saying that to our women are saying that to their dudes, but to their sons. Come on, fam. You can't. What you cannot do is raise the man you don't want to date.
Yeah, exactly.
You absolutely cannot. And if you are the type of woman that's doing something, you're horrible.
Yeah.
On a molecular level, like your DNA is messed up. And I stand 10 toes down on that. I'm dead ass serious about that. If you're the type of person that will ridicule and belittle a man for expressing his feelings, but then in the same breath tell your son that he's a boy and he shouldn't be doing A, B, C, and D, man, you a horrible ass person, and that's dead ass. Horrible. And if you can take that type of criticism, it's probably because I'm talking to you specifically, and I don't care.
You're the one.
Be mad. I can give two damns. For me. Of the 5, so we got acts of service, we got gifts, we got quality time, we got physical touch, and we got words of confirmation.
Words of affirmation.
Same difference. For me, what I need, and now this is not set in stone because depending on the situation, depending on the day, they all can fluctuate. But But because me and my friend was literally just talking about this. On my birthday, the words of affirmation is awesome. The physical touch is great. I need some gifts. I'm dead ass. On Father's Day.
No.
know what?
Yeah. You know what? I guess you could say that. But one of them, I don't know. Because, okay, hold on. What is yours?
Huh?
What is your love language?
Okay, so for me, the way that I receive it, because I can't tell you how I give it, because I have to be, my love language is going to be specifically gendered to that woman. See what I'm saying? So, and it's different for each woman, because some women may not be the touchy feely type, right? They may not be, but they may be more acts of service. So if that's the case for her, and that's how she receives it, then I'm going to tailor it for her specifically. Now I know I know the languages, so I have the ability to tailor that specifically for her, to her. But how,
and that's why both parties should take the test.
Right. But how I receive it, my number one and number two, 1A and 1B, and they are interchangeable depending on the minute, is words of affirmation and physical touch. Not always in a sexual meaning or in a sexual act.
No, but mine is not.
The holding hands, the rubbing, the touching, the kissing, the playful banter, that is paramount for me, because it's what I need, and I need the words of affirmation. This is a thing. This is sad, and I hear more women say they do it now, but it's not always the case. Most men do not hear words of affirmation nearly enough. And it's not about you praising them on every little thing. By no means. Now, you can, don't get me wrong, but most men don't need that on a all-time, every day, every minute type situation. But men do not hear that shit nearly, especially from their woman. Every now and again, she might hype me. Every now and again, she might, but on a one-on-one basis, where you telling me that I am the entire shit on a consistent basis, men don't get that at all. See what I'm saying? If a dude, this is hand to God, fam. If a woman go get her hair done and her dude don't compliment her, she's in her fifis. If that same couple, if he go get a haircut, who you trying to look cute for?
I've seen women do that. I mean, I've heard of women doing it. Yeah.
It's
but
crazy.
I think it goes to what you just said, though. It depends on why I say you watching. That was weird. Yeah. I think it's like what you said, though. Yeah, I think the person, though, it just depends on the person. I think that's the reason why we need to learn both sides. Like, you need to learn their side and your side, so that way you can cater to what their needs are. If their needs are words of affirmation, then that tells you what you need to do in order for that person to feel love or something like that. Because, and it's just like you said about birthdays, and I learned this I learned it towards the very end of my marriage. And I think we kind of touched on it a little bit. But I know for me, my love language is physical touch, which is just like you said, it's not just sexual, because it's damn sure it's not. But I'm just a touchy person. Like, even in the car, like holding hands and all of that, and just the intimacy, or what I'm saying, walk by, smacking on the butt, all kinds of stuff. That's just me. But as far as and then quality time, so that's mine. But I know, like, or is it? Yeah, I think it's quality time. Gifts is last. So, but I know, like, when me and D, when I remember on his birthday, I will go all out. Like, I remember his 30th, I tried to do a big surprise birthday party. I called everybody, had everybody come over, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, only thing that he wanted was some Hennessy and dinner, and that was it, and cake. He wanted me to cook dinner, and that was it. I'm like, that is so whack, and I thought it was whack. But honestly, that's what I would have wanted for my birthday. It's the big surprise and everything like that. And so when mine came, he wanted to do the whole intimate, just Cheesecake Factory, and just him and me and the kids. And I'm like, We do this shit all the time. Like, I don't want that. Like, that's not what I wanted. But that's the thing that people get wrong in relationships. They end up doing for the person what they want, what makes them feel good. And yes, he might have was excited that I even thought about the birthday and was like, cool. But honestly, if I would have just did what he wanted, which is gave him the cake and gave him his Hennessy and everything like that, he would have been perfectly fine, like on A1. To him, all that I exhausted was just for nothing. And I think I seen Will Smith and Jada Pinkett must have did that. Like, he planned her birthday for a whole year or some.com, and she was real upset about it and thought he could have used that energy towards something else or whatever case be. You have to really learn your mate, and I think a lot of people don't try to learn their mate. You know, I mean, I think it's just like what they say. I treat you the way when we first meet. I treat you how I want to be treated at the beginning. And then I treat you how you've been treating me. It's the same way about when you're trying to get to know your mate. Like, I'm telling you how I want to be treated. You should treat me how I want to be treated. And I treat you how you want to be treated. So that way, we're both getting out of it. So, you know, because, you know, me, I don't believe in that whole happy wife, happy house. I think that's the most selfish bullshit. Whoever came up with that, whoever came up with that need to go in hell back, right? Because me, I'm like, happy house, happy spouse, happy house. That's what I am. We both need to be happy, you know, and that's why I say you both need to take the test so that way you know how to move with him. Like you said, you can be touchy all day. If she's not touchy, she might be like, why you keep touching me? You know what I'm saying? But she would know she got to touch you because that's what you like. But then you know you got to give her words of affirmation or you got to give her gifts. Like somebody go spend a Gucci bag on me, I'm looking at you like you got a problem because I don't like expensive gifts. I mean, I don't throw off for that. But when D said, "Oh, we can go on a shop spree to Walmart," that was thought for me. That took me up. That's my favorite store. I was like, yes. But he would have came here with some red bottoms. Cool. Posted them. Had fun. I was on the of it though. That's not me.
And I get that to a degree. I get that totally, not even to a degree. I get that. My thing is there's also got to be a level of compromise in that, even in that situation, because like you said, on the normal, this was his 30th birthday, so you kind of want to do something special. You want to do a little bit more than the norm. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, he would have been just as cool with just something really simple, something, you know, just let me get my cake, let me get my hand, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So this is where the conversation goes. You know, for in my opinion, how that could have went. Babe, I know that you normally you're a real low key type. You know what I'm saying? You just want your hand, and I'm gonna make sure you got that. You know what I'm saying? But this is a special birthday. 30 is special. 35 is special. 40, you know, so forth and so on. By it being a special birthday, I want to go out. I want to do a little bit more for you for this particular birthday. Next year, I'll scale it back. We'll just do something small or whatever the case may be. But I want to celebrate you on this special birthday. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
Babe, you really don't have to. But I understand I don't have to, but I want to. Is that cool?
So do you take that?
If he still says no, okay, cool. If that's truly what your wish is, I'm trying to find the compromising situation because I want to invite family, I want to invite friends over because you made it to an age that a lot of people wasn't able to make it to. See what I'm saying? And whatever that situation is. But I don't think enough people have those conversations because what you can easily do is, oh, you don't want me to do something for you. I'm trying to make you feel special, blah, blah, blah. But you're not, once again, like you said, you're not taking into consideration what your spouse wants. See what I'm saying? Like, I knew for certain that Key was a lot like Lovey. She's not for the bells and whistles. She's not the flashy type. See what I'm saying? She's good with just, you know, like, she's good with just the ordinary. You know what I'm saying? But every now and again, I want you to know, I want you to have something special. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what that is, whether it's a new Coach bag or, you know, I want you to feel on this day that you got, you know, something above what your normal would be. So allow me to love on you in that way because that's just how I'm going to show or express my love to you. Normally, on the normal everyday, I'm going to go by how you normally are. So, but on this situation, I'm going to do a little bit more because this is just what I want to do for you because you mean that much to me. See what I'm saying? And she allowed me to operate in that zone. See what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah.
I won't lie, there was times when I was a straight asshole. See what I'm saying? And we won't go into it. See what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. It has been documented enough. See what I'm saying? But nonetheless, we have to be open to hearing what our mates is actually saying. And not be offended, and not be so quick to get offended or get in our faces and be like, you never want to do nothing special. You always trying to help me. And no, fam, literally, I don't. Something. If you're doing that just because that's what you want to do, not because that's what I want you to do. Yeah,
that's not what you want. Exactly.
And if it's about me, especially like on my birthday,
on your day, exactly.
On my day,
yeah.
I mean, I want to be made still as special as possible. Since then, I want gifts. Since then, I want all of that. I'm not even gonna BS. I don't think I did it with Key, but I know I did it in previous relationships where I didn't get nothing on my birthday, and nigga, I was in my feelings for like 2 weeks. Please understand me though. When your birthday comes, nigga, it's gonna be the same energy. It's gonna be the same energy. See what I'm saying? Especially since my birthday comes first, every year I've yet to date a Capricorn. So I've yet to have somebody whose birthday came before mine. See what I'm saying? My birthday is number one in the house. See what I'm saying? So if that's the case, understand me. I'm not
in a calendar. Like I used to be like, because his was in April, he didn't do something. I mean, I'll do something and then December come out. I'm like, okay, wait till next April. I'll say that mother a week before his birthday, like, you still do nothing. Because I have a tendency of just forgiving or whatever. And then I can start going Mother's Day, like Mother's Day before Father's Day. Let me say you wait. Then not. But now, like you said, I just think it all goes to, like I said, everybody needs to learn they mate. But I feel like men, like you said, go back to that subject. I feel like a lot of people, they do so much for their boys, but then they treat their men like crap. Or they expect their man not to cry. They expect their man to get out there and cut grass. But their son sitting right there in that room, not cutting a damn piece of grass. Or their son not taking out the trash. But then they get mad because the man walked right past the trash. But your son just walked right past the trash. But it's a difference. Oh, because he in school every day. This motherfucker work every day, I hope. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like stop playing with me. But it's just like, I think I told you before, I think it's funny that we as women can say, like, if we are daddy's girl, because, like, I'm a daddy's girl. So I really think my husband, I'm looking for a husband similar to my dad, because I think my dad's a great man, of course, because that's just, I'm a daddy's girl, that's who I, you know what I'm saying? But if a man say he's looking for a woman to be like his mom, women get in their fifis like, oh, he want me to take care of you. You better go back to your mama. I ain't cook for you. I ain't clean for you. No, what he's looking for is that soft touch too. That it's okay that you come home and be his peace. You okay? You come home and if you want to cry, like hell, just like you do your sons. Like little Daniel used to get mad. Don't you cry on that damn basketball court? Now we'll get in this car, baby. You let that tear out because you was pissed, but you don't cry on that court. And just think of the men. Like, what is so wrong with the men coming home and finally being able to let that armor down? And then when he go out, he put the armor back on. But if anywhere he should be soft, it should be at home. But I see you so many women talking about men just want a woman to just cater to his needs, or he just want to be a woman and stuff like that. Like I said, it is a very fine line, but at the same time, then you mad when that man sit up there is not showing you his soft side, when he's holding everything, when he's being pissed off.
Or once again, we can take this even a step further. Or when he now has a side piece and he's able to let that energy go with her. Because she presents him a level of safety as far as emotionally, where he can let all of that out. See what I'm saying? And once again, there's no reason for cheating. See what I'm saying? I said it. Yeah. There's no reason for cheating. I get it. But once again, let's be cognizant of there's even though you're not forcing him out, or you're not forcing her out the house to do such a thing. But if you're presenting an opportunity for somebody else to slide through, and fill a void that you're not filling.
It's the void. Yeah.
It's I used to say it all the time. If you want to know how well people are doing, look at them when, as far as couples, look at them when they go out. Like whether they're regardless of where they're at. Yeah, regardless of where they're at. Regardless whether they're at a family function, they at church, they at a concert, look how close they're sitting together. If there is no space in between them, now they could be fronting and stunting and the whole lot, but most of the time, that's not how. That's because your body language, you don't even be thinking about it a lot of times. Your body language is just that. It's your body language. When they close, when they good, oh, it's no space in between them. But let them have had an argument right before they got to the event. His arm ain't around her. They might not even be sitting. They chairs instead of the chairs being like that. You can tell so much just by observing people. See what I'm saying? And for me, I'm just not trying to present any more opportunities for there to be space between me and my lady. And that's just real. That doesn't mean that we're not going to have issues. We're not going to argue. We're not going to have our downtimes. But man, I'm going to do my best, my absolute best to fill that void or to minimize that void as much as possible, or to eliminate it altogether. So I'm saying, if I can, now it takes two. I'm not trying to be the person that's always trying to fix it, because nobody wants to be that person either. So I'm saying, I'm not, by no means, but man, look, yeah.
Yeah, we got a few people in the chat. So Sheila, she said the problem with a lot of relationships is people are checking if someone is cheating, but not checking if the partner is happy. And that's true. Like, it's not saying that, you are the reason for it. But yeah, what caused them to cheat? You know what I'm saying? So that you can know what was it that this person gave. Now, if you're doing everything from sun up, sun down, and that's when the people got to be honest, because me and you said that, even when it comes to forgiving for cheating. Like, if I'm going to forgive you, I need to know what even made you step out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what made you even look? Even though, of course, opportunity might have presented itself. Was it just the opportunity, or did she have, especially those, excuse my language, especially those people that are cheating, holding whole relationships? Like, one-offs, I get, because that could have just been, you slipped. You slipped, you fell, and some, whatever. But a whole relationship, and yeah, you need to ask yourself, like, what is he doing or she doing? Because both parties cheat. And then we have another one. Timothy said another problem with Black love is we try and use European ideals and concepts to enhance our lives. That's a little deep. Can you digest it?
I can. Now, Tim, I definitely I get what you're saying. But we can get bogged down so much into the minutia of, European influence on, on every aspect of our lives, that we get so far from the meat of the conversation. The meat of the conversation is, how do you need love and how do you express love? Period.
Period.
And that has no color. That has no nationality, that has no preference, that has nothing of that nature. Love is universal. There is not one living being on this side of creation, regardless of skin tone, regardless of sex and gender, regardless of whatever, that does not want and need the need of feeling love. Because when you feel loved and you are able to love in return, it provides you with a level of completion that you're not going to find nowhere else. I don't care what nobody say. If you know somebody that is old and bitter, that has nobody, because they ain't got nobody to love them. Period. Now, I understand that we can use that mindset on a lot of different things, but when it comes to love, I just don't subscribe to that personally. Now, I do believe that within our community, we definitely need to get back to a certain level of Black love and Black excellence and praising that. See what I'm saying? Because there's not enough of that. And I'm not just talking about from gender to gender. I'm not talking about just between man to woman. I'm talking about from community, period. See what I'm saying? There's not enough brothers loving on other brothers in a masculine, manly way. See what I'm saying? There's not enough women loving other women in a feminine way. See what I'm saying?
Or holding each other accountable, or accountability either on both sides. Like men holding men accountable.
There's so much that we can do and fix it within our own community that if we just have forums like this, see what I'm saying, where we can come together and express what we need to express, say what we need to say, and do it in a respectful situation and a respectful place, and listen. Not just like Key. The first person I really heard say this was Key. I'm not trying to listen to you to respond. I'm listening to listen.
Listening to hear. Yeah, to hear.
Listen to me to listen, because some of the stuff I use humor as a way to express myself in a lot of ways. But I always tell people, even when I'm on stage, there's a certain level of truth in every joke that I say. See what I'm saying? When I was talking about the barbers earlier, I can talk about that because I've had nigga, get your dick off my elbow. What are we doing? You sound right. Not listen to it to interrupt. See what I'm saying? We have to, and I don't care what Asian people do. I don't care what Russians and Italians and white folks and Mexicans. I don't. I mean, to a degree, I don't. I care about my people. See what I'm saying? And I know that within my people, there's such a chasm. Now we can explain away the reason why there is a chasm, and the reason why there isn't a chasm in other ethnicities, because they haven't gone through the same the trials and tribulations that we had to go through. They wasn't literally torn and ripped apart. They wasn't sold on auction blocks. There's a lineage of why and how we got to this point in our lives. But just because that was our history doesn't mean that has to be our present. Nor does it have to be our future.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, so because we're not living in that. We don't have that. And right now we still fight against each other. Period. And I don't understand, like, us against each other is already destroying our families. And it's like I said, we just don't have enough where we all sit down and really listen to each other. It's just like certain words, everybody, you automatically just shut down. It's like I said, when men say they want somebody to treat them like they mom, women shut down. When men say the word submissive, women shut down. You know, it's like you stop hearing instead of really listening to what a man means about being submissive. You so used to what it could have meant was where a man walks on a woman, walks over her, she has no say so, no nothing. That's really not what submit means. And honestly, we actually run the if you actually submit and you submit to the right one. That's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, you know, it's just like everybody's so team woman and so team man. And I mean, I think that you talked about that so much that everybody's so big on, I don't need a man. I'm the new millennium woman, and the men like, I don't need a woman. Well, what the fuck are we doing here? Because, you know, and I think somebody else said it too before. Somebody said in the chat, people they're rushing so quick into relationships now. We rush so quick into relationships, like you said. People are not having communications. They checking off 3 boxes out of the 10. They're like, hey, okay, let's have a relationship. I know people to be together for 2 months, and that's all they did was talk for 2 months, and they live together. And I'm like, the fuck did it happen? You know, it's like, how did you reach? I mean, and not love do not have a time limit. Sometimes you can really hit it off, and if you had those conversations and you really talk to them and stuff like that, I get it. But every single last one, you flipping dudes and you flipping pictures and you flipping last names, you ain't having something. Like, or like you ain't healing. I think that same person said that. You're not healing from your past relationship, and you're not learning from your past relationship before you jump into a new relationship. And that's another big part that we do as a community, and even as men, because like you said, a lot in our community, period, we look down on counseling. We look down on therapy. Why? Like, sometimes you might need to go to a counselor after you've had a major breakup or something like that and get an eyesight from somebody else. But people look down on that. Why? Why do our community have such against therapy and therapists and stuff like that? Why?
Well, once again, that goes back to a lot of that is rooted in how we was not how we was raised, but how the people that raised us was raised, and the people that raised them was raised. We wasn't always afforded that ability to stop and emotionally heal, because they had to literally keep it pushing to make it just to get through the day. See what I'm saying? They had to continuously think of it. I mean, I had a young lady say that we need to talk about domestic violence and whatnot, and it's a topic that we definitely can talk about. But some of that, think of all the women, men too, but the majority of it's going to be women. Think of all the women that stayed with their mate that was beating the dog shit out of them, right? Because that's what they saw their daddy do to their mother, and that's what their father saw done to his mother. Yeah. And so the lineage just kept moving down generation to generation. Yeah. So there's so many dynamics as to the reason why how we got to where we are. See what I'm saying?
But we got to break the cycle. We have to break the cycle. Again,
definitely, at some point, you are responsible for you. You're responsible for your mental health. When you become, I've said this before, and I truly believe this statement. Ignorance, the phrase "ignorance is bliss," just means that you're bliss because you don't know something. The word ignorant, we have given the word ignorant so much power and so much negativity, or kind of the word itself brings up just a negative mind thought because of just how we use the word. The word ignorant just means that I don't know something. I'm ignorant to the fact that I don't know how you're feeling right now. I'm ignorant to the fact that I don't know A, B, C, or D. But when you hear somebody call somebody ignorant, it's normally in a real disrespectful manner. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Once you gain the knowledge of something, you're responsible for that knowledge. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you
it's just like we said about Juneteenth and the 4th of July. Now that we got the knowledge, why are we still? The way we celebrate it should be different, or the way you just say
you're on 435. And you ain't seen a speed sign in forever. So you're doing 75, 80. But once you see that speed sign says 65, now you're of the knowledge. And so if and when you do get stopped, you know that you saw that. So your responsibility is to act accordingly. We have to apply that same logic to our lives. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Counseling, like you said, I'm a proponent of it. For the right reason. See what I'm saying? I've done counseling myself before. I would advise people to do it. See what I'm saying? Especially if you don't understand why you are the way that you are. See what I'm saying? Because anybody that can help you unpack your baggage and get down to the root of why you do the things that you do, the reason why you keep making these negative decisions and bad decisions and whatever the case may be, that's a benefit to you. That's only going to help you. I had somebody
it also helps if you're raising somebody under you. If you're raising kids, if you're raising a woman, or you're raising a future woman, or if you're raising a future man, you're helping them. So by helping yourself, you got to help them. And a lot of women get that confused too. We're so strong, and we're so, if we get sick and stuff like that, we don't take time out for ourselves. But honestly, if women, because I see some women do go against women who, shower themselves, who take time to themselves, who go get those baths, who go get those, those massages, those go to therapy. Honestly, if you're well and you're feeling good about yourself, you can't do nothing but make your kids feel good and raise them right and teach them the knowledge. Because all we're doing is passing it down. So you want to get therapy, you might open it up for your child to get therapy next, because you don't know what they're going through. And that's another thing. Like you said, we talk about domestic violence. We also need to talk about mental health, because mental health is also killing. And of course, the only thing you can really talk about is our generation, because that's what we are. It's what we deal with. But I see a lot of our and maybe because of myself, like I said, I have black sons, and I see a lot of just mental health with our young kids that they really need. They need some help. They need somebody to talk to sometimes. You know, they need that outsource. And so that's a whole nother thing, because how you're raised can also affect how your relationship would be. And that's all the stuff that you, not only past relationships, but also how you're raised. Because if you had a horrible person raise you, you could think that that's love. If you haven't unpacked it.
That whole part, Sam's on fire tonight. Sam might get viewer of the day. Sam says she's no professional. I'm shocked that she actually said that, saying how she got 13 businesses. Yeah, that's Sam Jamaica Duke. Sam Jamaica Duke. Yeah, the pastor, the internet pastor. She said, I'm not professional, but I believe a lot of trauma affects the chemical balances in our brain, which makes it slightly more difficult to make changes, even though they have the knowledge. And I definitely agree with you. But I mean, it affects this is the thing. Every sense that you feel in your body, every emotion that you have ever felt, every good feeling, every negative feeling, every feeling of euphoria produces a chemical reaction in your brain. That's the reason why people become addicted, because they're not addicted to the actual thing that they're addicted to. They're addicted to that chemical reaction that their brain manifests when they do such a thing. And so people are constantly chasing that original high, because that original high is that chemical, is once again is a chemical reaction. So I'm saying this chemistry class is it's crazy, fam, because it's teaching me so much real shit. But it's real. It's really real. Anytime your brain is trying to get something to get a message to a part of your body, it's a chemical reaction that is transferring that information by. So I'm saying, whether it's electrical, whether it's chemical, regardless, it's a reaction that your brain is sending out to the rest of the body. So trauma is going to affect you negatively. It's going to produce a certain chemical reaction. Orgasming produces a certain chemical reaction. It's all that's why some people are sick. So you're definitely you're definitely hitting the nail on the head when you're talking about how the traumas can affect. It can throw you off. If you ever go get your hormones, checked, you're getting your chemicals checked. That's all you're doing. And if they say that your T levels is off, your testosterone levels off. If your estrogen is off, your estrogen is off. That's a chemical that your brain and your body is producing. So I'm saying that's it. So if we can learn how to navigate this world in a more balanced way, it will help with so much mental health. It will help with so much, so much unity and whole lot. But some of the most imbalanced people are the people that's talking the most. And then
but the one thing we need to do is get away from self-love.
Say again? What you say?
No, what did you say?
I said, and not only are they talking the most, but they're talking the loudest. So then people just tend to think that because you're the one that's talking the loudest, that's what everybody must think. Like I said, I believe that there's really good women in this world. I believe that there's really great black women in this world. I don't believe that every black woman is a bitch. I don't believe that every black woman is out to get you for your money. I don't believe that every black woman is out to make you feel like you're some type of way or less than a man, because you are able to express your emotions in a healthy physical way and whatnot. For a lot of black women, because this is the thing, black women are so freaking nurturing to begin with. So for a real one, you talk about these ratchet, city life and city hot girl summer heifers. We ain't talking about them. We talking about the real ones. Right. The ones that was raised right, the ones that's really, and even those city girls, hot girl summer girls, if they really tapped into that source of being the woman that they really could be,
if they find that one,
when they tap into that force, they become a totally different woman. They become the woman that I'm talking about right now.
Yes.
So with that being said, there's more black women like that than there are the other side. But the other side is so loud.
Is louder. Yeah.
They're so loud.
They louder. They got more podcasts.
Right. That's what the world sees. And so because
that's what the world sees.
You never put oil on a wheel that's not squeaking. Mm-hmm. If it's not squeaking and not broken, you're not going out to fix it. See what I'm saying? It's that loud ratchet heifer that needs all the goddamn oil because she broke. She's broken. Not broke, she's broken. And she don't even know that she's broken. And she out here quoting this rhetoric, see what I'm saying, and making people believe that that's what all black women are. Oh, look at this one. This is the best of their representation.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank everybody. I want to give a couple shout outs. So we do want to. I kind of lost a little bit. I think Sam, I never did, but we've talked about her a couple times. Sheila, Timothy, and then I can see further up, something like that. But there was a lot of people that joined this episode. I want to thank you guys for always tuning in to Real Shyt with R&T. Please share. Again, we always ask that you share while we're on live so that way we can get the views then. Don't forget, on Thursdays is our tap-in Thursdays, which is our audience tap-in. And that's when we really need everybody to tap in on Thursday so you can come on the live, tell your opinions, give your shout-outs and everything else. Because like I said, the show is nothing, like T have said time and time again, without our audience. Me and T can easily call each other and duel each other, but we choose not to because we want to have these conversations. We want to interact. So we really appreciate you guys in the chats. Like, this is the stuff. I love it. Like, I think we're up to like almost 80 comments. And I think we're up to probably about 18 is the highest number I've seen on there. So we definitely appreciate you. We want you guys to keep coming out. Don't forget to shoot T or myself any topics that you want us to have. Like we said, we're not here. We're not professionals. Like we gotta say that. Like, cause I ain't got time for you. So did you sue me? Yeah, no, look, I don't know what you're gonna get. Maybe this headboard. But so don't take my advice. This just, just talking. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, we want you guys to tune in. We appreciate you so much. T, what you guys say?
I'm not a professional. You can sue me if you want to. See what I'm saying? Sue me if you want to. But you can't. I tell you like I tell everybody else, get in line. Get in line, my guy. Because hey, it is what it is. No, but real talk. I truly do enjoy, this time, Tuesdays, on Thursdays and Sundays. I enjoy once again, I enjoy the interaction. I enjoy the back and forth. I love the conversation between viewers without us being involved. I like how y'all get together and y'all do your own thing, and that to me is part of the best part of it. I love seeing new names come up, like Brother Timothy Warren, Fight the Power, because he came in with the D militant, but I appreciate it because and this is the thing, but it takes the different views of everybody. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
From the Afrocentric to the regular, we are the world. See what I'm saying? I don't know what ANC means. Tim, I don't know what that means. African Salvation Equality, I don't know if that's what that means, but you know what? You my brother. See what I'm saying? So I'm a respect. See what I'm saying? I don't know what ANC means. Arse? Is that what the nigga said? Arse?
I don't know what ANC means, so you don't have me. Because you know what, when you start thinking it, I was like, let me go Google.
Yeah, we definitely gonna Google that one. And then I'm gonna hit Tim up later. Like, you said this to me, brother? Nah. But once again, I enjoy the whole thing. I do. Now on Thursdays when you guys check in and tap in and the whole nine. Thursdays is the time where y'all get to tap in. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We want to hear from y'all outside of the comments. Don't be shy. I know I seem like I'm a big bad guy. I'm not the big bad guy. I like to have fun. Now that I don't have the button to kick you off the show no more, I guess you can get the talk whatever you want. Don't get it twisted, because what we're about to start doing is alternating on whose view that we doing live on. That's what we gonna do. Because what you ain't gonna, we're gonna share that responsibility. Because let me tell you.
And you don't know to let it go. See, that's what's wrong with
No. We was doing it on my show, on my live, because of your messed up. But now that you've been fully restored, you ain't just gonna make me a subservient. See what I'm saying? No, that's not what we're not gonna do.
That's problem is you give them a little bit, they won't take it. Fall back. I got it.
No, we good. Peak game though. So, all right. So this is what my life has been this week. So had my chemistry test, smacked that out the yard. Your boy got the highest grade in the class right now. You know, I'm on some real black excellence shit. Tim, I know you real proud. You know, Coach Kente and Walla Kala. But let me tell you what else I've done. Now, I'm a bougie guy. I won't even lie to you. I'm like bougie, like half nigga bougie. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
But your boy done went and did something that I've been waiting for the longest time. See what I'm saying?
What's that?
I went and got me a nugget ice machine maker. The Sonic Ice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Got it sitting on the countertop right now, my guy. Sitting out here with the.
You want me to tell you a secret? You crave ice a lot?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wow, what was you about to say? What was you about to say?
Right when you get the iron checks.
No, I wanted it just because I wanted it. Two,
okay.
I wanted Sonic Ice is the best ice. Same saying, so why would I not want that personally?
Watery. Ew. Quick ice is the best ice.
The nugget ice is nugget is nugget, fam. Get over it.
It's
let
wet.
That go.
Their consistency is
it's water. It's supposed to be wet.
No, it's not. It's supposed to be like a solid, and then when it gets in your mouth, it's like, melting your mouth, numbing your hands, kind of. It's like some of these ice be sitting there in the bag or something. Like, it's not like constantly going. You gotta understand. See, you're not an ice person. See, I can't talk to you. I can't. You done lost.
Ever since God took your husband. Ever since God took your husband, you did this. Ever since God.
You don't know when people tap in or tap out. What I don't want is me being fucking, see, for 5 years, people be like, oh, your husband. She do not have no husband. You need to put the X there, okay? X.
I said since he took. See what I'm saying? Man, everybody on this feed know that you ain't there. See what I'm saying? You already told him that you give out your number to every goddamn body. See what I'm saying? Everybody knows.
You shut up. I sure don't. You want my number? 816. No, I'm not listening. No. But still.
No, you give it to everybody. You want to put it out on the chat. See what I'm saying? You give it to everybody. See what I'm saying? You about to have to block the whole goddamn list. This is the whole Facebook about to have your number. See what I'm saying?
Like they used to do in the bathroom. Put my number on the back of the bathroom stalls.
Right. Kwani, I'm definitely gonna enjoy my ice. Trust me when I tell you, I've been looking forward to getting this freaking ice maker for the longest. And I done already made it.
But even though, let me know what you think, because I love ice, and I want you to try that too, because that might be a something, because you won't fix it right then. So
this is the thing with this one. So you got to transfer it from the maker to the freezer. See what I'm saying? So how you saying you don't like your ice wet? Goddamn water. But whatever. Once you put it in the.
I'm gonna show you the difference. When you taste the difference, baby, your life gonna change. Thank you later.
Trust me when I tell you, I can go in my freezer. I'm good. Ain't nobody making better ice than me, because I'm making it with purified water. This ain't even tap water ice, fam. I don't even use tap water ice. I'm bougie. Since I use only my Brita water filter, I got the purified water maker ice nuggets. See what I'm saying? I'm over here. I got the good ice. So when I go to a chick's house now, bitch, you don't even love yourself. You ain't got no ice maker. You ain't got no purified, no Brita. What am I supposed to do with you? I can't live like this. I can't live like this. I'm living for me. can't do this. What are you doing? Use your body and baby, you got that walk. But do you got that Sonic, that nugget ice, that purified nugget ice, my guy? See what I'm saying? Yes, you can.
Nugget ice.
You
Just
can
let me
bang
know
me
when to come over.
You can bang me 3 ways to Sunday, but boo boo, you can't make me no goddamn nugget ice with purified water. See what I'm saying?
Okay. So that's a new thing. Okay, I'm gonna put that. That's a new thing. Okay. Let me see if I can get me a man with some purified ice. I don't know if it's another nigga out there.
I don't know if it's another nigga out there doing it like me. See what I'm saying? If we related, we ain't doing no Alabama shit. You can come over and get some ice.
Oh, hell no.
You can come get some ice. I'd be more than happy to share. See what I'm saying? But then when you get take your ice, I might be having somebody come on through.
And then go whatever. Well, thank you guys again for tuning in. We're Real Shit with R&T. We'll be back here on Thursday at 8 o'clock. Same host, same time, same location, just different days. So hope to see you then. You guys have a good evening. And again, please like and share our page.
Be blessed. Holla at your boy. Come get that good ice, though. Come get that good ice.